They have to start with the wind blowing. There it goes. That's good. We're going to start over. We're going to start over, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to figure out what we did wrong. Anyhow, this is Frogman. Welcome back to The Long Dark and our Tales from the Far Territory series that we've been messing with for quite a while. Hey, you stay up there. Fortunately, we died in the last episode after spending 80-some-odd episodes, well, 80-some-odd days, excuse me, 80-some-odd episodes, 80-some-odd days alive in the world trying to gear up to get ready for the airfield. We're not going to do that again. What we're going to do is we're going to do a reasonably quick little thoughtful run into the airfield from where we can start at a point that we should be able to gear up reasonably well. As stated, we are going to start a challenge run. I should say challenge run. Custom run. Because there's going to be a couple of things that I'm going to do in order to be able to try to move this end or section of the series along. We lost a lot of progression. We lost a lot of time. I'm going to try to recapture as much of the, well, I would say progression as we can as quickly as possible, which means I want to start in an area where we're gonna kind of talk about this in a minute, but we're going to try to start in an area. Given the fact that we're custom, we're going to change a couple of the rules as far as things go. I want to start in an area where we're going to be able to pick up as much stuff as we possibly can, as quickly as we can, and move forward and see what happens. So let's get on with this, okay? We're going to start with a custom file, which means we need to kick over to Interloper. For those of you that have never messed with custom will start with whatever you leave it on. So like right here, it says very high. Well, the reason why it says very high is because it says Pilgrim. If I go over to Interloper and then kick it to custom, it will say this here. We're going to start with the Interloper line. We're going to leave it on Interloper line, and we're going to change a couple of things. I know I've cussed and complained and whined and everything else about the wind, and the wind is nothing I can do about the wind because of the way this works, this setting works. This setting is set to medium on every single one of the difficulties. And basically what it does is it says how it changes the wind speed and direction, as well as which can have an impact on shelters and wind chill effects. I do not want to remove the Interloper experience, which means I would really like to turn that down to low. But I'm not going to because of the fact that it will cause our warmth to be warmer, and I don't want that to happen. We're going to move down a little bit further. In here, we're going to go down until we see the thing that absolutely drives everybody up the wall. Where is it? There it is. Cabin fever. Go away. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Time starting of day is the other thing I'm going to change. I want a full day to run. Plus, I also want to know when we age up. I hate midnight spawns. I hate the end of the night spawns because you're waiting until the middle of the night to, age, basically. It's a kind of a thing for me mentally. It's a lot easier to remember when we start either at dawn or noon. So I'll give us a nasty dawn start, which means it's still going to be really cold, but will be better for video. We'll be able to see instead of running around like a maniac for however long it takes to try to get where we need to go. Other than that, we're not touching anything else. We're not touching a single thing. So we're shutting off cabin fever, and we're going to set the starting time today. Go. Given the fact that this is Interloper, we're allowed to choose where we want to start. I said we were going to start in the airfield, or we were going to start in Transfer Pass. The biggest problem with what I have with starting in this map is that in order to be a successful Interloper to live in the airfield for longer than about a couple of days. I've done tests. A week is about all I can live in the airfield with just starting spawned in at the airfield. That's about all I can do because the resources and the size, it's so spread out that you literally will die and run out of a reasonable amount of health in even as halfway decent as I play the game. So we're not doing it. We're starting in Lower Great Bear. What I'm going to do is we're going to pick one of 3 locations right here, logically, that is going to keep us as close as we possibly can to the entrance to that airfield. Now, I would love to start in Broken Railroad, but there's some things that I want to do. Again, we want to try to regain our progression, our tool set as quickly as possible. Broken Railroad does not have a guaranteed hammer spawn. It also does not necessarily have a guaranteed bedroll spawn. Mountain Town does have a guaranteed hacksaw hammer spawn, but it's not always, and this is one of those things, not always does it have a bedroll spawn, which leaves us with Hush River. Hush River has a guaranteed hammer, has a guaranteed hacksaw, has a guaranteed pry bar, has a guaranteed bedroll, and it has a guaranteed several other things that we're going to need in order to move forward. We're starting in Hush River again because of that fact. Now, that means that within the first episode, and I mean this seriously, in the first episode, just a couple of minutes, we should be able to gather everything we want and get back to the point where we should be forging in, well, less than 10 days. Now, I'm going to try to push myself as hard as I can to try to get back up forged and geared in a couple of episodes. And I mean a couple, probably 4. I want to be headed back into that zone with at least a knife, a hatchet, and curing parts, which may mean we're going to be doing some backtracking. We're maybe doing a few things, but we are going to do the normal, or do the way that I like to run as far as getting an Interloper save up and running as fast as possible. This is what I do when I spawn in Forlorn Muskeg or spawn in Milton or spawn in Hush River. I run like crazy, get everything done, and then we go to Broken Railroad and we hang out until everything is ready to go. So let's click on that button. Let's start the rest of the thing. Go. We have 5 activated slots. We are only going to use the normal 2. There is an option, and again, there's a kind of a thing here between these two. I'm not going to use this. It will save us on calories. It will save us on calories. This is one of those things that, you know, I've seen other people, and I've had actually people ask me why I don't use this. It's sprinting now burns less than 25 less calories or fewer calories. Well, this is a kind of a thing here because calories take time. You burn calories when you're sprinting, regardless of what you do. But the meter fills slower on your sprint thingy here, your benefit, your stamina bar. This 20% faster means that I'm not burning as many calories standing still while I'm waiting on this to recharge. So theoretically in my head, this makes more sense. We're going to do that. I could do fire starting. I could do fire starting because likely this one will probably not live very long. However, I'm using this series as the one that is going to be a long-term person. I want to keep her alive for a long time. After you get fire starting 3, this is a wasted feat. Stop using it. I don't care, unless you're planning on playing for something less than 50 days or less than 20 days, and you're just absolutely aggravated by it. Do not use this one. Use any of the other ones, because any of the other ones outside of the, like Blizzard Walker is fantastic. It's like speed reduction from walking the wind reduced by 25%. I mean, I could put that one down and we could stop yelling at things, but I'm not going to do that because, as always, if you're planning on living longer than 50 days, which we are, this is the best bet for this. So again, you can play with Efficient Machine. There's a lot of things that go the way they go, but I think we're going to go with this one, as we always do. That's why we do it. So, Tales from the Far Territory again. And we'll even put a bang on the end of it. He knelt among the shadows and felt his isolation bitterly. There were savages, and it was true, but they were human. Oh. Oh. That's not a terrible spot at all. Again, we're trying to do things fairly quickly. For this is the upper ice caves, or the other. We're on the other side of the map. The entrance is I think over there somewhere. It's on that side of the you can kind of see the area. And that's a signal fire, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That means we can do a really quick run around. And I don't know how warm we're going to be, and I have to get into the remembrance of picking those up. We're back at fire starting one. We need all the tinder we can, and of course the wind is blowing. Now, the fun part about playing custom, and one of the reasons why I tend to not play custom, is the fact that custom will tend to screw with stuff regardless of whether it's supposed to or not. So sometimes you're going to notice that things don't work correctly. Sometimes we'll probably have equipment spawns and stuff that we normally would not have gotten. Which is interesting to learn, and it is custom. Sometimes custom, for whatever reason, will reach into when you're playing Interloper, it will reach into the stalker stuff and pull things out, so we're not warm in here. I was afraid of that. Can I craft that and maybe warm up a little, please? Probably not. Yeah, go ahead and craft it for 15 minutes. I know. Ow, 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 ow. It hurts. I want the sun up a little bit more. Now I done screwed up because I don't know where we are. There it is. Okay. I was hoping that I could maybe get a little bit of sunlight up and maybe see if there was a piece of coal sitting right here. Anyhow, let's get to the signal fire. We'll go pick some more of these and pick some more stuff down on the deal. The beginning always sucks, especially when you're playing this kind of a thing. It always sucks no matter what. I do enjoy the beginnings of the Long Dark. It's one of my favorite games, hence the reasoning why we keep playing it. Let's get some food. I don't need to pick all of them because I don't know. Well, we'll see. Pick as many as you can. That's an excellent start because that's fire starter and food right off the bat, plus the stuff that's going to be up here. Yeah, we're going to have to play with that. Now, I am going to say here, as nasty as it is, we will be restarting this immediately if she ends up with losing a finger or a toe. Period. I do not play a character with that ugly, annoying little thing. And what I mean by ugly and annoying is the fact that if you get frostbite, all it does technically is remove a small percentage of your total overall health, but it leaves a silly little icon in the corner down there, like the little yellow exclamation point. That is very annoying, and you have to spend the entire time with that thing. I didn't get high enough. Entire time with that thing, which is not something I want to do. Let's see if we can get high enough to do this again. Come on. It's right here. I got to weasel up this hill. Get up as high as you can. Right there. Might break an ankle. Not worried about it. There, that's the hump I wanted. As far as doing this goat, you just kind of try to stay as high up as you possibly can. Stay on the wall. Stay looking at the wall using your, just sideways thing. Did I get over it? I get up a little higher. Still feel like I need to get a little higher. Yeah, I know. There's all the frostbite risks. Hopefully we can get over here and get into that little shelter. Still think like something is wrong here. Why am I not getting high enough? There it is. All right, right about there you run, and you run over the top of it. There you go. All right, run. This one is fun because getting out of this area is no fun at all. So we'll see. Of course, the wind is blowing directly in our face, as always. And I'm going to try not to be a whiny little baby. I'm going to try. This is the second time I'm recording this series because I was rather aggravated still. So we're doing this the day of. Can I have my leather, please? So I'm going to try not to be too whiny. Still a little salty. Thank you for the Mackinac Yacket. Thank you for the food. Thank you for some wood. Thank you for that. Pick it up and go get your... Come on. Go get your thing. And the feather. And any more feathers. So this is probably going to be a little hectic, a little fast, a little crazy because I'm going to try to get this over with, or I should say at least try to get in things as quickly as possible. We are not warm right now. Am I warm with the coat on? No. Great. All right, so both of those, we need to start caring about them right now. Let's look at our gear real quick. We can go ahead and eat most of this. I'll probably just drop it off because it's going to be a nasty little thing for us to have to deal with. Good, we got the tennis shoes. Amazing. What did we end up with? The sweater, Mackinac jeans, tennis shoes. I like the tennis shoes over the other one because they have zero... They don't have any stamina loss. They're not part of it, so you can technically run faster early. So get down the hill before we end up hurt. That Mackinac should be enough to get us safely into something a little bit warmer. So, for those of you that have just now done that, you can't, well, I mean, you can get way up the heck up there and have to goat all the way around to get down, but you got to be like way up there because that angle is kind of kicked in. The way you get down is you think about trying to get to the other ice caves that are right over there. So this is the bottom, and you get kind of over that area. Now, like I say, where is the, yeah, we need to go over on that like shelf right there or down and around the corner. I try to tend to aim for that little spot right there. I don't have a thing to, that area right there. So we go down. This one's fun because you can actually, if you stay on this wall here, you're fine. And then you can kind of duck under the boulder. Trying to do this as quickly as possible. No, don't run. Just go down. It's a pretty rough one. Don't fall too much. We're trying not to break everything we have. Stand up. All right. Put that away. I want to get kind of over on that shelf if I can. Need to get over on that shelf if I can. Come on. Let me have that one right there. All right. And then carefully down. All right. So does he already see us? Seriously? How are you going to get me from up here, dude? We need to get over there. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Yeah. This might end really quickly. Where is the wolf? Crap. Can you get me up here? Good, scared him. Go, 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 go. Get in the cave. Oh, he was over here. Oh, he smelled. That's why. I forgot. We've got moose meat on us. Go, 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 go. Get in. Now, the other way you can do that is you can kind of work your way down around over to here a little bit and come off that side, but that's generally the easiest way of not breaking a leg. Are we warm? Okay. Thank goodness. That got a little close. Let's very carefully. I know this is going to be hard to see for a minute. I don't want to go too far away from the entrance, but I do want to try to recoup some of our warmth. This takes a long time for those to come down. So let's see what we've got. We've got our hammer, we've got our stuff, we've got a whetstone, and we've got a couple of more things that we can do. The next step is going to be to try to find the nearest guaranteed matches, which we theoretically should be in here somewhere, but I don't know if I'm crazy enough to try to wander around in the dark in a cave. So we're not going to do that. However, I do want to kind of scan around and see if there's any of that. Okay. So, from the entrance of this cave, we need to go out across the log and down into the Hush River area, the little where the thing is over there, because the cave down there is going to have matches. Generally, it will almost always have matches in it, at least from what I have experienced, even post-December update, those matches are always still there. So that is where we're headed now. Unfortunately, we did not lose much of this here. We're going to have to sit there and chill for a minute and warm back up, but that's fine. Let's see if we can get around this wolf. Go ahead, eat that. Maybe that'll shut him up for a minute. There we go. Should ate that indoors. Where is he? You will be just fine. We're going to go around the corner over here. Be doing an awful lot of early goading. This one's not bad. It's got a nice little snowbank. That's the cave we need right there. Over there. Go, 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 go. Are we going to get a hat? Nice, that's beautiful. There is my matches. Sometimes there's matches in this backpack, not all the time. And we're going to go back here in the back where the temperature difference changes slightly. 7:21. Fingers crossed.
Come on, little fire.
God dang it.
Come on, little fire. Come on, come on.
Thank you.
Right on.
And then we do a couple of the things that we normally do. All right, so given that, we're going to pick up some more of this coal. And I'm going to make torches. But this will at least give us that extra 3 degrees warmth bonus, or 4 degrees, whatever it is. I don't know at times, that we can now carry around with us given the way things work. We're going to go around the corner. We're going to go into this first cave, and we're going to see if we can't find some good stuff. I'm going to put you on there and pull torches. Okay, we waited long enough at a nice cool fire, nice warm fire that our frostbites are now gone. That's great. We have some teas. However, we're going to have some issues, probably. Let's get over to this cave. I went outside in between all that and picked all of the rose hips around, as well as all the cattails. From here on out, we're going to have to be very careful and walk, because we don't know where this is going to be. It could be above the rope climb in this cave, or it could be below the rope climb in this cave. It could also be in the other cave, and if it's in the other cave, well, we may have to figure out a way to get up to the top section without climbing, because the biggest problem now is stamina. Ran too much, as always, in the beginning, but we should be able to get light enough regardless that we should still be able to climb a rope, hopefully, but we need to walk from here on. I'm going to hope that the bedroll's in this cave. Probably in the exact same spot we saw it in the several episodes ago. Hopefully. I'm hoping it's in that spot. As always, these are our major source of calories and is a major source of cooking skill up. There's no reason not to be picking it all right now. Might even pick acorns if we run into any that are gonna... I'm not going out of my way for acorns, but if there are any that are on our way wherever, we may pick some. So we should have plenty of torches. Again, we need to walk. Is there any coal? No. We're going to check every corner, nook, and cranny for all kinds of things because stuff spawns in these. Food, clothing, flares, torches. This is taking us to the entrance that we just left, which is fine. I wouldn't mind poking back out and getting those rose hips that we left up there. There you are. Next, I need to go over there. That's the uphill area. Piece of coal and a piece of wood. Thank you. No food? No food. This is an old spot for where it used to spawn, so it might very well likely be down the hill a little bit. Down the hill. What am I saying? In that big central room underneath the climb. Because this is the exit that we were just in. Is there any more coal laying around? No, there's a stick. But I'm here for those. Back in, let's go back down to the main room. Right. One of the other logical things too, if you're having trouble in these caves remembering how things work, pick a side and act like you have your hand on the wall and just keep going in that direction. You know, always, that was a doubled up stick. Always turn right, for instance. Doubled up coal. We like doubled up coal. So, like, always turn right. Don't ever turn left. It's an easy way of getting through a maze for those of you that are looking at mazes going, I hate mazes and I can't figure out how to get through mazes. Always turn right or always turn left. One of the two. You'll eventually get out of it. Eventually. Takes for absolute ever, but logic says enough time and energy would be spent to just continuously go the same direction. All right, love it. Doubled up sticks. Do we get any more goodness back here? Now I know where I'm at. This is a sideways, edgeways thingy. We're going to go this direction because we're looking for these blue colors. The blue hallways are the important hallways. They lead you to, oh great. We're already duplicating coal, ladies and gentlemen. Already. I wonder if we can duplicate sticks or rocks. Yes, we can. Love it. I love that bug. It's so much fun. Especially when you come up on one where you pick up like 10 out of 1. Please be here. We don't have the stamina to climb the rope. Ha! I will take your hacksaw. I will take your matches. I will take your coal. I will take your coal. I will take your cedar firewood. I will take your banged up dog food, which is barely edible, and maple stinking syrup. Go ahead and just chug that down right now. Love it. Thank you. And, of course, a bedroll, a book that's going to get used right now to start a fire. Almost lost that torch. Yes, please. Excellent. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You need to make some water. Too bad I don't have a can opener, but I have a pretty good idea of where one is. We're going to be going there shortly. What's in the backpack? Survive the outdoors. Yeah, I guess I can use it to burn something, but whatever. All right, 66% bedroll, a hacksaw, a hammer. We're at a point, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a couple of more things I'm going to be after. Oh, I guess I could put this stupid ball cap on. And we'll see what we get for the rest of this. Now, our goals. Let's just speak about this for just a couple of seconds. Our goals with this zone. I want to collect a couple of more things that are going to be available to us, and they are going to be back down at the middle entrance of this ice cave complex. I have no interest going up there. I mean, I guess we could, and maybe there's another piece of food at the entrance of that, and I guess there are some oak trees up there we could go get and pick up some stuff, so we'll see what we do here in a minute. But for right now, what we're going to do is I have enough food right now, I believe. Yeah, we have enough food right now to make it through the night. The only thing I don't have is mushrooms. So I'm going to craft up a few things. I'm going to get her situated, settled. We're going to cook a bunch of water, cook a bunch of teas, and in the morning set out to decide what we're going to do, which direction, where we're going to go. So I will see you all then. Okay. Now, I think what we're going to go do is there's 1, 2, 3 oak trees up there. And the possibility of some food and some medication.
The guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
And I am a little concerned about eating this one. We'll hang on to these for a minute, mainly because of the fact I know where there's a can opener, and if at all local possible, we're going to be going down there to go get that in just a minute. Let's make a quick run up the rope. We should be able to see what we're doing, kinda.
I'll take it.
No, I don't think so. Not right now. Let's go see what they're going to offer us out here. Blizzard. Nice. Well, that's good. We need this anyway. Give me some of these. Is there any more right here? I thought there was enough to at least make one. There is. Okay. I suppose we could actually run around the corner and go get some of the other stuff. Let's go see what we're offered up around the corner up top here. Sometimes there'll be a dead guy. Sometimes there's not. And now that we can sleep, I don't care. We can run all we want. We're going to get... Excellent. Actually, that's going to save us a little bit of time. So that means I can eat that and not worry about it. So there are some mushrooms, like, right over... around the corner over there. But I think we'll just skip picking them up for the moment. Unless we can get over there without freezing to death. I think I'm more interested in... I hate to say it, more interested in these things. Although right now, they're such a pain in the tail to mess with that they're just dead weight. But...
Starting to feel numb.
Let's see if we get any. I see one already picked. Again, we're going to give it I guess what we'll do is we'll give it a test and say, oh, this is a food for our interloper players. We'll see how much of a royal pain in the tail it is, because we should be able to do all of the fun stuff that goes with this. We do have a hammer, which means we can process it into the coffee.
Ooh, cold.
Oh, you will live, Astrid. I think we're probably going to end up using it for warmth more than anything. So, we'll just go that direction. They're awful. Don't get me wrong. They're awful. But I did kind of do a little bit of testing, and there's a little bit more testing that needed to be done. And for what it's worth, if you're trying to eat them specifically to stay warm and for calories, this is better for you. Because the process of making them into coffees is a little too long and a little too drawn out and a little too painful, in my humble opinion. Okay, we need to get back down to the middle entrance in this cave, and we're going to kind of, I guess, just carefully walk it out until we can't see, and then light a torch. And looking at the weather, we're going to need to make a fire. Usually there's something back here.
Water.
Oh, you don't. You're fine. You'll be okay. I'm not worried about the water. I forgot. I made everything I had water into teas. I don't need him right now, unfortunately. Especially at that low level. And I'm hoping that the dog hasn't, or the wolf hasn't spawned. Alright, so now is when we're going to need the light. Unfortunately, we have to burn a match. Back to the middle entrance on this cave complex. And we're going to hope for a no blizzard. Sounds like we have a nasty storm outside, so we'll do a keeper fire. If we can manage to do a keeper fire, we'll put it up here somewhere, I guess. That's a good spot.
Perfect.
Well, we'll be able to at least continuously use that fire for a while, at least on this one. Let's see. I'm going to put one of those down and one of many teas. And if it's horrible outside, come on. Put it down. Thank you. I might have to go buy a new mouse, I think. Cook. Alright, let's go see what we get. Is our wolf friend out here? This is a kind of a trap down here. You got to be kind of careful when you go down in there to try to go get those cattails.
It's a goddamn freezing.
I know, it's terrible. Let's go inside. Alright, let's cook a few things. Half-ass. Half, whatever. Half smiley face of things. Let's make water. Warm back up. There it is. I was waiting on that. Thank you. I took a really quick nap because I'm sitting here trying to boil water. And now we should have a blizzard. It was either going to be a blizzard or the weather got better because I don't want to deal with this wolf. So now that we know we have a blizzard, we'll just, I guess, camp out for a little bit. I have plenty of fuel. Well, I kind of have plenty of fuel. I don't have a lot of fuel. I guess we could make a run for the other cave. That means wasting more matches. How many matches do we have? I think we picked up so many. Picked up 20. We have 20 currently. We're doing fine. Cook one more batch of water. I did not get there. Did it get done? Did it get done? It didn't. God dang it. How did that happen? Finish it. Is it stop cooking when it hits embers? Tell me that's a bug. Tell me we've got a problem again. It stopped cooking when it hit embers, when it had time. Weird. Okay, whatever. We're gonna pick this up. Sounds like the wind is blowing. Yeah, that's interesting. No, I don't want it. I want my can. Thank you. I've got a bug. Got something. Got either a bug or something going on. I don't know. Let me have all my teas. And where is my can? Pick up. Run. Please, no wolf. Where are you, wolfie friend? Gonna be a little cold for a little bit, but she'll be fine. Don't really care about these clothes. We're trying to catch another cave over here. And maybe some more tea making materials. Even though we got the medicine for it. Now, this is not going to be a warm cave given the current situations, but hopefully there's a pair of gloves in it, or at least a pry bar. Maybe some matches. That'd be nice. Let me see. It is over here, I think. Kind of hoping for the blizzard to go away. Where are you? There it is. And there's my pry bar. Nice. Thank you. You gonna give me some matches? Thank you. I'm beginning to think that guy's got pretty much guaranteed matches all the time, too. All right, so now our goal is we go out and we go down underneath the little arch and across to the other ice cave. And I might try to let her gather her senses. Go ahead and just kill that one to get our warmth back up. Oh, wait a minute. The weather might be clearing, so we won't have to be too terribly hard to find it. Nice. Well, and in that case, drink another one. Yeah, nice. Thank you. Okay, now we have a problem. Wolf. But we're going to go around the corner. I would like to go kind of do these two caves, get into this ice cave, get our... We're going to be a fairly long episode, I believe, at this point, but it just depends on how I end up editing a lot of this stuff out. I always say that, and it ends up being like 30 minutes, but we're going to go a little bit today. I want to get a bunch of stuff done. So the other ice cave we're looking for is underneath that mountain right there where that little oak tree is. We're going to go around the corner. Oh, you are fine. Quit your whining. We're doing this because hopefully that blizzard despawned all of the nasties that could be out here. And we'll see very quickly because there should be a couple of rabbits, which means they're already back. Great. One, two, three. Grab it while you're here. I don't like living without at least 6 of them. Something I do need to craft because I forgot to. Not like it really matters. We're going to have to sacrifice our socks to make a bandage. Should we get hit, but we'll see. And do we have any tea still hot? Yes. Drink a full one.
I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Well, that didn't help. That must have just died. Are we going to get anything in here? No. A couple of pieces of coal. Well, that sucks. Okay, we're fine. How is our frostbite? We're okay. Good deal. This cave used to have a pair of gloves in it, but I don't know what happened anymore. I think the gloves got moved to Monolith, which, I mean, we could go up there and do that with this cave complex. We might try. Let's, there's two things to check right here. We go up on top of this hill, and then we go in underneath that. I want our can opener, pair of pants, wool ear wrap, and the wind blowing straight on our face. But if the campfire was up here, that'd be great this time. Campfire, camp, whatever. Is it going to be here this time? That'd be great if it was. Nothing is going to be here this time. That's awesome. Okay. Right. Well, let's get off this mountain. Can I go down right? It's a little sketch. Be careful not to run right off the bat, or else you run right off the edge and break all your legs. I would like to harvest that deer. That would be great. Might get a chance. Sprain risk. Wow, we're holding a lot of junk. All right. This is the middle entrance to the other secondary cave system. Or the other save, whatever. The other, this is where we're wanting to go. Now, we want, again, to go ahead and, unfortunately, burn a tour or bat match, whatever. We're headed down. We're going to head down to the secret little waterfall thingy. Which this goes up to the upper section. Sometimes there's a dead guy with a backpack right here. Let's go over to the big room in this cave. Although I might save it. Do we want to go to Monolith? I mean, we could run over there, just running over there and running back. Let's save this for a little bit. I want to get a couple of more things, and then I think we're going to end this one, given this is likely going to be fairly long. I mean, there's going to be some stuff for sure I'm going to be cutting out, but let's go get over to the waterfall cave. Let's just do this. I'm going to go... Oh, you're fine. I'm going to throw that one down. I managed to get wet a little bit. We're going to put this one right there. Can I still grab it? Yes. Okay. Take off your clothes. I mean, this is wet because we've been outside in a blizzard. And then we're going to go this direction around this rock. And we're going to pass all of that water and put it down right there. There's a water shelf that kind of hangs out right there that if you're not careful, you'll end up in. Let's just run and go get it. Run, 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 run. Don't even need to put our clothes on. Unless there's a deer in this cave, which we may end up having it. If there is, we'll see. I want to go this direction, around the corner, pick up some coal. Candy bar. It's not here. That's neat. See, this is the thing. This is generally where there's going to be a cache. It used to be out here. Did they put it back? Oh, hey, that's cool. I don't get the cache in this cave, or at least I don't get it right there. Well, there's a deer. That sucks. I was hoping for a can opener. Go back and look. Unless they moved it, we may end up going to the top section of this cave then. Several of my runs, there has been a little cache box sitting right there with all the stuff that used to be in this cave in it. That sucks. Well, how was our frostbite? Not bad. Let's go to the big room then, and then we'll end this. Use. Oh, there it is. That's sneaky.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
What? Okay, so this is definitely the way it's going to be. That's awesome.
I've never been so hungry in my
You will live, my darling. You will live. Okay, put your clothes on. We're gonna go cut that deer up. Well, those are even better. Put the wet ones on the inside, I guess, for now. Underwears, socks, boots, shoes. All right, cool. That's not where I was expecting that one to be. Usually it's somewhere down here. Anyhow, I'm going to go cut this deer up. Yeah, it used to be up there. It's not anymore. And it used to be somewhere else, and it's not anymore. One more little sidetrack. We're going to go ahead cut this deer up real quick since we have the tools to do it. And then we're going to move to the middle cave where we're going to save the game. So I'll be done back. I said again, long episode. You guys get a good long one for the first one. And then we'll get on towards doing what we need to do in the next one. But let me get this guy cut up and then let's get out of here. All right, let's give it a whirl and see what happens. We want to go back out on the river, and I know for a fact at times it can be really finicky. If we're lucky, we might be able to get through the waterfall and be able to put our clothes back on. So let's go see what happens. She's going to be pretty heavy. The exchange between zones is right there. You can kind of just barely... Ah, crap, and we just walked through the fricking waterfall. Thank you. Crap. Go. That's all right. We'll just make a fire when we get up to the other thing now that everything is sopping wet.
Night is coming.
Did we end up... Okay, we're not terrible. I mean, it's horrible that that happened, but whatever. Slow crawl to the next location. Should have slept in there. She must be way overweight. Is it there? Be careful, I might walk right into a wolf that smells me. Oh, it's a deer. Okay. Okay, he's over there. Good deal. I know, it's a bad idea walking backwards like that, especially when we're freezing. Whatever, get to the cave. Carefully. Save a match for a minute. It's okay, we're not dying. Just want to get these guts and this hide dropped off for a later frogman, should he ever come back. And since we did not end up with a can opener, of which I don't know why wasn't in there, it should have been. I'll take that rabbit skin hat all day long, though, man. That saves us a lot of work. What are we going to get? Is it going to be a light shell? All right, cool. Well, that'll help a little bit with the wind. We can put that on. Everything is now freezing. Beautiful, great, wonderful. I want to go back here and dump this guts and things off. blink, blink, and drop. K, amazing. H, put that away. Again, we're wasting all kinds of matches, and that's generally how the beginning of the game is. All right, right there. Start another fire. With the best opportune chance you have. I do not know why the game does that. Let's default to birch bark and that. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I want to save the survive the outdoors for now. And no. No. Put that on there plus that. And that. Since we got screwed and went out the door when we shouldn't have. Let's see. You're dry. You're frozen. You're okay. You're wet. You're frozen. You're frozen. You're frozen. You're dry. And you're dry. Okay, cool. You guys can go ahead and warm up. It doesn't necessarily warm anything faster this way as far as am aware, but at least this way we can see what's going on to kind of pay attention to stuff. But anyhow, I'm going to get her set up for probably a very long, cold night, and I'll see you all in the next one. We're going to finish Hush in the next episode, and there's a couple of more little things. Like I said, I was going to try to do it in a rush, but again, we're just going to try to get back to a reasonable sort of tools and clothing before we go in, so that I can say that, you know, we're at least kind of somewhat where we were, I guess. But for now, we'll just see you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.